This is not the first shear I've received from this person who draws these cute little pictures on here. And he's a sharpener. He has not come to me for training, does not have my equipment. And he's out there professionally sharpening, making money. But he sends me any that he has problems with. And this one's got some problems, and we'll look at it. But the problem is not the shear, it's the sharpening. So let's see what's going on. Now, I'm not the only one. I'm Bonnie Megowan. I'm not the only one that can train correctly or have the right equipment. There's other people that have been trained by other people, have other equipment, and they're doing a really good job. This one is close, but, you know, close only counts in horseshoes. Does it count in horseshoes? I don't play horseshoes. I'm not very sports-minded. Even horseshoes, much less football, but baseball. Well, I'm going to show you what's going on with these. Now, if you were to cut just regular toilet tissue, it cuts fine. You say, oh, yeah, these are fine. You know, even pulling your thumb out. Oh, yeah, there's good. Give them back. I know some people, they don't use this. They use perm paper. And I think this would probably pass on perm paper. Let me grab some. So perm paper, in case you don't know, or for like the little old ladies that get the perms and they roll this around the end. Sometimes it's called end wrap, and they roll it up. I suggest the perm paper for testing thinning shears. And I have another video we'll be doing on that pretty soon. But I know some people, they'll wet this, and that's what they'll test the shear with. And I bet it'll pass even this. Yeah, a little bit of pull, but it passes. So they would say it's okay, give it back. No, these are not okay. So let me show you my other two tests. Wet tissue. This catches things. The end wrap doesn't catch. You want to pull your thumb out. You want to cut slow. See, that's awful. Not good. The other thing I want you to see. If you're cutting hair, watch what the tip does here. See, it just pushes. Pushes. So we're going to look and see what's wrong with these. I'm having a hard time getting that. You see that light reflects right there? That tip is just not, just a little bit off. That's what I'm looking at. Also, I'm going to run my nail down there, and it just feels rough. Just not sharpened well. And can you see that ride line doesn't look that nice? Some of this stuff, it's just very difficult to show on the camera. And, you know, that's not my expertise. Sharpening's my expertise. But you're going to have to trust me about some of the stuff I'm showing you. So I'm going to go through and sharpen these like I would a regular shear. And I'm not going to do anything special to them, but just double check the tip and see how they turn out. I think this is 2000 grit. I'm not even sure. This is just an old stone I've had from way back. And it's kind of my favorite go-to stone. Taking these shears apart, we've already tested them. They're dirty inside, so I'm thinking either he never even tried to sharpen these, getting the washer out, see, or he sharpened these and the lady called him back and he had to go back and fix them. Where's my spray on alcohol? I've got to clean up back here. Can't find anything. I'm going to a hair show this weekend. And I'm flying, but Jay is driving, so he's very neat, more so than me. And so I had to clean out the car before Jay would drive it. did that Saturday. Sometimes it really pays you to clean up. And yesterday it did. I found some letters, actually some mail, and there were some bills there that I had forgotten to pay, but had gotten the late notices on them, and so I was like, well, why didn't I pay those to begin with? But I found those, but along with them was this envelope that you couldn't, look like something you'd throw in the trash. And it was some kind of a refund check from the insurance company, $392. So I made $392 Saturday by cleaning out the car. There's no telling how long that would be in there. It was, let's see, what is this, about October? It was dated August, but it still went through the bank. A lot of times they give you 90 days and those checks are no good. Alright, so I'm working the ride line, and I'm just not getting it good at the tip. See, you can see the silver where I removed the red there, but you see that tip is still looking a little pitiful. My pressure is still over my pivot hole, but I'm going to put a little bit more pressure, just a little bit more pressure here at the tip. Also, the weirdest thing, I'm not going to press as hard on the pivot. The reason why, remember the shears are curved. So if you press hard on the pivot, it flattens them out to get you a nice flat ride line. But if you press too hard and the shear's a little out of alignment, it might make that tip go up. So if I press a little bit softer, I can get the very tip better. Hope that makes sense. So a little less pressure here, a little bit more pressure on the tip, but still over 50% of my pressure is at the pivot. And it still doesn't look good. I'm going to get a coarser stone. This is my Kitayama, and this side is 1000 grit. Now that blade looks good. This is the blade that looked bad. Inside and outside of the blade. It still looks a little weak. Okay, let me let you see it this time. You see it, look, you can see now a little bit of the silver on the edge. But I need to go back to my finer stone. Get this out of the way. And do some strokes with it. Which blade was it? This one. And this is one of the things, do as I say, not as I do. If you always start with the back blade and then go to the front blade, then you don't have to stop and say, which blade did I do? Which blade did I not do? It's better to do it twice than to miss a blade. I've done that too. So I'm moving this over, and I'm going to find my clamp. This is one of those mornings, Monday morning. So here's my clamp. And I'm just going to arbitrarily set these at a 45-degree angle. Now this is my Cymek. We just finished making it over the weekend. That's why I don't have my knob on it. I've got to get a knob. It should be coming in. We thought we had all the parts to put together, about 4 machines over the weekend. It didn't happen. Now this, I didn't mention, this is an Arius Eickert shear. So I know it's older because Arius Eickert is no more. But they're nice shears. I know they sharpen up nice, but I'm trying to, what I'm doing, I'm pausing because I'm trying to make a decision whether I want to do it at 40 or 45. Oh, there goes my cell phone. Yeah, do you know how to do that?
I don't know how to do it on the online store.
All right, let me finish this video.
That's fine.
I'm getting interrupted.
I thought you were done.
No, I had to erase some things. I'm back. I don't know what we missed in there, but I ran out of space on my memory card. So, note to self, order more memory cards, bigger ones. Now I'm ready to put these shears together, and then we're going to test them. Yeah, I got to order some more memory cards, or some bigger ones. I don't think, this one seems to be, I thought this was a big one, but it's just about, I don't know, do memory cards get old? I'm sure I'm wearing them out, because I just usually erase over them and do another one when I shoot these videos. So I'm putting this together. Square peg goes in a round hole. Set this here. Put the little leaf part on there. We call that a leaf clicker plate if you're ever ordering parts off our website. Nobody carries more scissor parts than we do. As I was saying, jump out there and do it. Don't just keep waiting. Because you learn as you do. You don't know what you don't know until you're actually out there sharpening. So I'm going to cut dry. Now I cut dry before, remember? Now I'm going to check my adjustment. It needs to go tighter. Check my adjustment. Now let's see if it cuts wet. And then we'll see if it's pushing hair. Slow. Remember how it cut before? And let's see if it's pushing hair. Ooh, nice crisp. I feel a pull right there at the very tip. So I'm going to, oh yeah, there's a teeny tiny gap. If I put my fingernail over there, there's a tiny gap in there. I can bend the handle. I can shorten it. I'm going to shorten it just a tad. Still feeling a pull. Still can get my nail in there a little bit. I'm going to bend the handle a little bit. If you bend the handle, pop these rings out if you can. Can't get that ring out. I'll break my fingernail. So I want to bend the handle out so this is like a triangle, like an arrow. That's taking too much resistance. I'm not going to do that. And I'm going to test it. Oh, nice and crisp. So these shears are ready to go. And if you want to see some more videos on shear sharpening, I'll have those links here. Also, you might want to come by the office for training. We do this, and I'll be at upcoming sharpening conventions and at some hair shows, so you may catch me there. But we always rather have you here in Loganville, beautiful Loganville, Georgia.